Alright, so again, I'll do 4 from everyone, up to 4 replays from everyone who has them. So I'll start from the bottom and work my way up. But yeah, the band list, Sprite gets fully unlimited. Bonfire and Original Sinful to 1 is nice, I suppose, but I feel like those hits should have come much sooner. If I'm being honest, I don't know why they took so long to limit Original Sinful. And a brick. Let's speed this up. And, you know, Maiden and Sage getting limited to 2. Honestly, I wouldn't say that's that bad, honestly. You have the first replay? Alright. I'll get to you next, then. Ah, preemptively doing it to force him to go into Kagari early. Okay, didn't show the animation. Funny how the Veiler forced him to go into Kagari early. Widow Anchor, doing nothing. But I guess it's for next turn. And again, not showing the animations. Yeah, just bricking from the looks of it, unfortunately. Another one. Oh, it just sends to grave. Another Hayate. To send another, since that only sends monsters and not spell and traps. There we go. Since he can still get all of his spell and traps back. Not even making Shizuku again. Okay. There you go, now you have plays. Though he does have the Widow Anchor, which is probably going to force out the negate. Does he have a second one, though? Yep, figured he had a second one. Or at least you have Exod to field wipe. Does he have yet another Widow Anchor? Okay. And then imperming, so you don't set during the end phase. Oh, so it can be destroyed as well. And then popping a super poly. Ah, bad pretty much kills him. Anti-spell pretty much kills Sky Striker. Especially since they can't use their quick plays. And the thing that kills, another thing about anti-spell is, even if you set a quick play, you can't even use it on your opponent's turn because it says you can't activate it until their next turn. So if you set a quick play, you can't even use it on your opponent's turn. So essentially, it shuts off quick plays for 2 turns. Yeah. Don't get that gimmicky slash draw off. But yeah, anti-spell is pretty much almost an instant loss for Sky Striker. Because they can't do anything without They can't do anything without their spells. Hate rulings. Some tells me this isn't actually okay. It actually is okay. Actual mirror match. I thought it was just going to be someone using the Millennium engine. Looks like they sped up the revealing effect a little bit. Just a little bit, though. Bit stealing it so you can't use its effect. Well, now if you negate, well, he should know you have two now since you revealed one and then you added the other. He should know you have two Millennium Ankh. Ooh, Doom to force out the disruption. That's good. Bro, he saw you reveal one. He literally saw you reveal a Millennium Ankh for the effect, and then you searched another one with Heart of the Blue Eyes. He should have known you had another one. I mean, at the end of the day, I guess there was nothing he could really do. Yeah, he was dumb. There was like no real point, but I guess it didn't matter. And now his yeah, he dies in standby phase. Yep, that's all you had to do. Just reduce his life points low enough. And then now against Fiendsmith. I don't think it's actually a magical musket. Again, magical musket is just used as an engine for Fiendsmith. Wow. Well, this will trigger whenever you activate a spell or trap in its column, so that'll trigger that. Ashing one when you can just use the other, even though it is reducing your life points. Dang, bro just has all the disruption, doesn't he? And then super poly during the end phase, and then that's the surrender. Because he was pretty much dead from there. And then, let's see this, Blue Eyes mirror match. Yeah, I know. I saw it was like 10 turns. But you have Valor, so you can negate something else, like Spirit. What do you go for? Look at hand? Yep. He already had the maiden in hand. Then he got rid of You're Called by the Grave. Even though Called by the Grave doesn't really... New Banlist would kill Blue Eyes. No. Well. And now you can't Bestial because your opponent has no monsters on the field. So is he going straight into Ultimate Spirit? I guess so. I mean, he should know you have... Yeah, he should know you have that. Negate the activation. Banish your own card because you can't banish from the opponent's. Then load. Yeah, okay, yeah. This is literally just the state of the game, just pretty much hand trapping each other to death. And then he just passes. I guess whatever he drew, he doesn't want to discard. Yeah, whatever he drew, he doesn't want to discard for wishes, so it's probably like a hand trap. Unless he just has no targets. Oh, doesn't look like that's the case yet. But at least you have Drill Beam and Purge. Well, his should be gone for the rest of the game. Yeah, his True Light should be gone for the rest of the game, since I don't think there's a way to get it back from the banished pile. Unless Roar did? There's Wishes. Roar, yeah. Yeah, no. I thought there was one that retrieved banished cards, but no. And then there goes your True Light, which you can just negate. Unfortunately, Maiden, if you can get Maiden back on the field, yep, Maiden can reset the True Light next turn. Dissipator, yeah. But I don't think, thing is, Dissipator's a level 10, so I don't think people are really running Dissipator and Blue Eyes. Cycle the Drill Beam and go battle. Majesty, which you can just negate with Drill Beam or Ultimate Spirit. That should be game, hopefully. Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah, you gotta kill him with blue eyes. Jesus, that was loud. But very nice. Won the grind game in that case. Winda said they didn't have any. And then Cloud says they just have the first. I mean, I guess it looks like this is going to be a short viewer replay section. Yeah. Take care, Winda. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be a short viewer replay session. Yeah. And then which ones did Shadow say they were? Top 4. Okay. The second one is going to be last. Alright. So yeah, top 4 and then watch the second one last. Yeah, see you Friday, Bomber. Yeah, chain that droplet to negate the Phantom. I just realized he didn't set up Nightmare Pain. He set up Mature Chronicle. Yeah, he didn't go with Nightmare Pain. I wonder why that is. And here we go. Draw time. Was it draw 6? Yep. Red reboot. Yeah. Another eternal favorite. Jesus. Again. Bro. That's just BM at that point. But the fact that he doesn't have Nightmare Pain up, even though you could just negate it with the Nebula Neos, still strange he didn't set up Nightmare Pain. Only one heads. Oof. Force you to shuffle your entire deck. Jesus, I'm just trying to read exactly what it does, but for some reason the chat log didn't want to catch up. Where was it? It wasn't Nebula. Chaos. Once per turn, 3 heads, 2 heads, 1 head. Return all monsters you control to the hand. Nah. Cosmo Neos. So whenever Yubel gets destroyed, he doesn't summon another one from the deck. Or grave. Now it's gonna be, yep, lots of attack. Planet Pathfinder, and that's, yeah, game. Very nice. Just think you play something scarily similar. And then I guess we're just gonna move on right to Shadows. He said the second one will be last, so I'll do these two, then the top one, then the second one. Half life points. I'm going second. Against Runic. Okay. Is that Gene Raider? Ah, okay. So it's kind of a lore deck. Or, I guess not. Ah, hand ripping. And again, they always hit... Whenever they hand rip you, they always hit one of the most important cards. Every time. He's gonna hit Servant next. See? Told you. Literally the two most important cards. I predicted it. It's like the game, it's like they know what's the most important cards in your hand, and then it randomly hits those. This is payback. And you milled 2 Endymions as well. Now you have Jack King to negate the UDF. So you banish it. Well, never mind. You don't have enough spell counters now. Short 1 spell counter, but at least that forced its effect out. And now you have the negate for whatever the back row is, unless it's like super poly. And he literally waited for the draw effect. Imagine negating draw 1 instead of, you know, the actual good effect. But Medusa actually helped out, or worked because of the, it actually worked because of the Bestiary milling 2 of your Endymions. You gonna steal it again? Yep. Into Selene. And 2 Endymions. Negate. And then that's the scoop. The Bestiaries milling the 2 Endymions actually made Medusa live. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's what I was assuming you were going to do, just use it to make Selene. Since it needs a detach a material, if I'm not... It needs to detach a material to negate. That's usually what the Charmers are for. helping you link climb into Selene. Card of Fate, hold up. Each player chooses one card from their deck. Then each player combines it with 4 additional random cards. Then randomly selects one of those 5 to reveal and add to the hand. I mean, sure, if you have replays, I suppose, yeah. And yep, James Smith. Like, if you have a replay you want to share, then sure. Leave your ID in the chat so I can, you know, view it. DPE. Discord, that's fine. That's probably gonna force out the drill beam. Anyways, add another one back. Force it out. And he's getting rid of that. Okay. And you got the talents randomly added. Well, you just need the activation because now Servant can activate again. And now you can negate the trap in the grave. Yep, go ahead, negate Servant. That is hilarious. Tried negating the Endymion, but couldn't. Because he's untargetable. Well, again, he probably thought you could target Endymion, but he couldn't. And that's the assumption, was he was trying to target Endymion to negate with the Imperm. But again, they'd never read. So they find out the hard way that Endymion is untargetable. And he helped you hand rip him. And you joined the Spellbook of Secrets. Wait a minute, can't you use Citadel to also resolve the Enchanter? You can use Citadel to resolve it, right? But you're using it on Citadel instead. IP. And then just setting, okay. Since you had to go to battle phase to deal with the Caesar. What are you making? Ah, Goddess, okay. At moments where you couldn't hand rip anymore, so they wanted to do that. More negates instead of hand rips, yeah. Anyways, gave you free follow-up into the void. I'm guessing that's the only one you had left. Yep, your other two spell power masteries are banished. Knowledge is banished, so you couldn't use secrets. And your blue boy's banished too, right? Or is it just engrave? Yeah. Blue boy and knowledge were banished, so secrets was dead. Literally one copy of void in the deck as your only normal spell, yeah. And steal the DPE, that's funny. And now with DPE, you can just pop the secrets. You can pop the secrets and a card they control and keep the DPE on your field if you really wanted to. But Endymion Field Wipe is going to do the trick. Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that's just a funny thing you could do. You could just keep the DPE by just popping like your set back row. And then kill him with his own monster. And then have his own attack for the BM. If you got Cerberus out, he's indestructible by your own card effects, so DPE can pop him each turn, yeah. Alright, I'll watch this one, and then I'll look up Flo's replays, yeah. And then I'll watch the fourth one after Flo's. I'll watch the fourth one after I check out Flo's replays, if they have any. One replay? Alright. So after Flo's replay, I'll come back and watch the last one from you, Shadow. No droll. Basilisk. And into the Spell Power Mastery. Alright, hand rip time. Even though he has 6 cards in his hand. So my assumption is you're gonna hand rip until he only has 2 left. Maybe could have, or maybe 3. You could have maybe did it more if he only had 5 cards in his hand starting. Okay. Synchro Rumble and Sage. Second Selene. And then Medusa could revive him again after you make the third one. Alright, Roar. Lina, take the Sage. Ooh! I thought he was gonna pop him. I thought he was gonna do something different. Okay, so yeah, never mind. Yeah, leave him with 1 card left in hand. But you essentially did the same thing anyway. Hand rip for 5. He would have literally had no cards in his hand if he just started with 5 cards normally. And then he surrenders. You could have popped like your own Master Cerberus and then used the Enchanter and Sage to make like IP Masquerena or something. But very nice. When you read the cards at the end, yeah. If it'll let me. There we go. Six, 2, 3, 2, 2, 8. Could have had even more surface. Yeah. 1, 9, 6. Ah, I'm already following you. Okay. Ah, Supreme King versus Exodia. 1 turn. Okay. This isn't going to be using Zark's pendulum effect to hand rip the opponent's entire hand, is it? Inspiration for Endymion. I'm glad I can help other people get into Endymion. Is that Supreme King Odd Eyes? It is. Beyond. Okay. Seer, I know what that does. Pops itself to add a Performance Power Odd Eyes back, and then that triggers Arc Pendulum to summon an Odd Eyes from the deck. Alright, that's 3 of the 4. 1, or I guess it's only 2 of the 4. Alright, that's 2 of 4 for Zark. That's 3. And I guess you just need a Pendulum Dragon, which is easy enough to get. Yeah. Yeah, you already have the Pendulum engraved, so yeah. That fulfills Astrograph's effect. And then Dissolver. Vortex, okay. And here he comes. Negate him, yep. Gets destroyed. Puts himself in the scale. And I can use Pendulum Evolution to perform another Pendulum Summon, right? Yep. So Pendulum Summon just 1. Artifact Durandal. Yep, and here you go. Shuffle their entire hand. They draw. Zark destroys all of them. And he knew that. Yep, shuffle the entire hand back. Draw the same amount. And then Zark triggers because they added a card from deck to hand to destroy all of those cards to essentially hand rip them completely. Yeah, people don't really see Zark's Pendulum effect coming, but he saw it coming and he surrendered like before Zark could even activate. Very nice. And then now we'll wrap it up with Shadow's last replay. And Libromancer? Is that Libromancer? Like with 6 cards in hand. Alright, going for it right from the jump. How many cards in hand again? 6. Crowley. Ah, didn't even use your normal summon. Soul Absorption, okay. Alright, make Selene. That way you can revive the Enchanter first. And then technically you can send him to the graveyard to draw 2. But no, sending Selene instead. Like, after obviously you rip the hand out of the opponent's card, you could have sent him to draw 2. But I'm assuming you're just gonna pop him. Popping itself. Okay, to summon him back. And that makes Electromite. Add back Medusa so you can revive it. Yeah. Selene, revive him. And then once you have a way to get him back in the grave and revive him again, or get him back in the grave, you can use Medusa to revive him again. And depopping himself as well, yeah. Lina, yep. Revive him. Put 2 spell counters on him. Then use it to make a 3rd Selene. Revive him again. Basilisk draws. And then Bestiary can immediately put 2 spell counters on him again. Or do that first. Abductor, then Institution to get the hand rip again. Did you even Pendulum Summon? I don't think you did. Nope. Daigusto Emerald. Ah. Do it again. Through Material Selene again. Hand rip for 6 with Daigusto. And then Selene can just revive Jackal King during the opponent's turn. Or Magister. Yeah. Since Magister could summon either. To have Selene negate for his top deck. Yeah, that's crazy. Actually hand ripping him for 6 though. And that's without him playing any hand traps. Usually the opponent having hand traps helps you hand rip him faster. Yeah, 7 hand rips in total. Hand ripped him for 6 on the first turn, and then on the following turn ripped whatever he top decked out as well. But yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, looks like that's it for viewer replays today. Definitely a bit shorter, but again, it's fine. So, as usual on Friday though, it'll be the same routine. Friday, 3 hours it'll be Monster Hunter Wilds, and then the last hour of viewer replays again. So, new demo strategy looking good. That's pretty much if you're just tired of the meta. which again, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are, but again, that's something I couldn't pull off because again, I'm on console. It would take me way too long to try to pull that off. I would time out trying to do it because of console's delays for confirming activations and having to manually scroll to select everything. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's stream. So hope you all have a good day, and I will see you all back here on Friday. Peace.